Hi ladies. Last week I drew one big meaning in chocolate chip. Look what I came up with. There's the card and the inside and the envelope. Join me in the craft room today and I'll show you how I did this one. All right ladies, for my card today, I'm trying a new microphone setup, so you'll have to let me know if this is better. Last week I chose one big meaning and chocolate chip, so that's what I'm using today. Along with that, I have a scrap of, well actually this is a scrap of chocolate chip, and no, it's early espresso. I'll change it out. I don't know how that happened, but I need a scrap of chocolate chip and a post-it note to hold it when I punch it out, so I have to remember to do that. I need a scrap of Whisper White. I just happen to have two. I need a piece of chocolate chip that is actually 3 3/4 by 1 1/2, I believe. Yes, 1 1/2. I have a piece of Whisper White that is 3 3/4 by 5. A piece of chocolate chip that's 4 by 5 1/4. My card base, which is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to use my large stamping block, and it's dirty. I apologize. I should have cleaned it. And then I have a variety of circle punches because I don't know which is going to work. I'm going to use this sentiment. If I can punch it out of 3 3/4, then I'm going to use 3 3/4. The next layer will be 2, and the next layer will be 2 1/4. If this doesn't work, then it's going to be 2, 2 1/4, and 2 1/2. So I can't do that determination until I've stamped it and seen if it works. And then I have a piece of scrap paper because I'm going to be doing some, excuse me, some stamping that is going to go off the page. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stamps, and I'm going to use a bunch of them, and I'm going to create a background. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and you can see I haven't used many out of here. I use that thank you all the time. I'm going to put this one here, and then there's another big one. I'm going to see if it'll go down the side, but I'm basically going to cover my whole block with these stamps. Now there's not going to be enough in here to do the whole block. I'm probably going to have to I won't be able to stamp the whole paper, so I may have to stamp it again. All right, the only thing you have to remember is if you're going to have them go a certain direction, they need to make sure they're going up. I'm going to use this one here. If I had one more stamp. Well, I can't do that, and the reason being is if I do that, then that one has to fit down here, and they're two together. So I'm going to stamp. Don't you like this as I play? I'm going to stamp this first, then I'll clean it and come back and stamp the bottom, and I'll use some of the other stamps. So let me ink this up, and remember my stamps are bigger than my paper, so it's ink to stamp. And some of these have not been used, so they're okay. Maybe it's just the stamp because it's all over. All right, now with this it doesn't matter if they show up, but I kind of want this on there. Oh, look at that. If I turn it this way, I can use all of them and not have to ink it up again. So that's what I'm going to do. I just changed my mind. Okay. All right, let's see if this works. The only thing you have to be careful of is, it did. I just have a little bit up there, but I'll see what I can do. I may just do some individual stamps, but there. So I've changed my plan. Don't you love it? Okay, let me get this cleaned up because I think I'm going to have to use, I need to put something up here, and I need to see if those other stamps, if there's a thank you that'll go up there. Okay, I checked it, and if I just do the top of this, it will fit on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my marker, and I'm only going to ink up the sentiment at the top. Now, you can do this with any words that you have. They don't all have to be from the same stamp set. All right, I'm going to stamp that there. Okay, well, crooked, but that's okay. Now I'm going to take a little thanks, and I should have moved it over, but it doesn't exactly fit. And I'm going to stamp it, making sure I stamp it the right way, right side up there. So now I've kind of covered my whole card with my words. I'm going to set that aside, and with my scrap piece of paper, I have taken the thank you, and I'm going to stamp it right in the center. Give it a few minutes for the ink to transfer. Good. All right, and now I'm going to take my scrap here, and to add a little interest, what I'm going to do is the one stamp I haven't used, and I'm going to do this right side up so it's on there straight. The one set I haven't used, I am going to stamp right in the center of that piece of chocolate chip. All right, guess what? We're ready to put our card together. All right, so using my card base, I am going to fold and burnish. I'm going to add my, I think I'm going to add, if I can find my glue, my layer of chocolate chip. Okay, now I'm going to open this up and lay it flat, because if you don't, it has a tendency to stick up and you get it on there crooked. All right, now I need my piece of cardstock, like so. All right, and when you put this on, make sure that you have it going in the right way, and that it's straight. All right, and guess what? I'm modifying again because that's all right. I'm going to modify it. I'm going to put this on with Dimensionals. If you have the stamp set, I think it's Vertical Greetings. I think it has a thank you that goes up and down that you could have used on this. But since I have to use the one big meaning, this is what I came up with. All right. Okay. I'm gonna, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do something different. So I'm gonna put this on here, hopefully straight. All right, now time to do some punching. So I'm going to see, will my 1 3/4 punch work for this and not cut anything off? Yes, it does. So I'm going to punch it out, which then means the next size I need to use is my 2-inch. Ooh, sorry about that. And that's going to be out of chocolate chip. And then the next one is, oh, I just punched it wrong. I thought that looked awful big. Okay. All right, there's my 2-inch punch. So I'm punching it out of the chocolate chip. And out of the 2 1/4, I need a piece of white. And let's see if this one will work. I'm going to use my, you guys know this trick, right? If you have a small piece, use a Post-it note to hold it in place. See? And then you can punch it very easily. All right. Let me get these layered. Excuse me. I am sorry, I got a tickle. Okay. Now I'm going to add this with dimensionals, but you don't want to put dimensionals here because then you'll pull it down. So keep your dimensionals in the center. So I'll kind of stagger them down. Yep, that works. And you've covered up some of that, but that's okay. All right, so there's my card. Let me do the inside because I'm thinking I'm going to use, I think one of them had a little heart in the center that I'm going to have to use. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. There is a little tiny heart here, but the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take one tiny word from here and the heart and combine them. I'm not going to use the whole thing and I'm not going to use the pieces, so I'm going to just ink that up. So that means I have to use my marker, and I'm going to do the heart first. So, and I'm going to do it on my envelope because if I mess up, it's just an envelope. Okay. Now I'm going to put my finger where the heart is because that's a little too far over. But I know my heart is right about there. Much better. All right, I'm going to take that one off and I'm going to put this on as straight as I can. Oh my goodness, it moved on me. That was really crooked. Let's see. I'll use the grid in the background. All right. Why is that? When I turn it sideways, it looks crooked, but it's not. All right, so I'm gonna ink this up. Now I have to be very careful not to get that dot, and I did, so I'm gonna take my finger and get it off. And I'm gonna stamp it. Ah, wow, can't ask for anything better than that, can ya? Watch me mess up the inside. Okay, let's see, wish me luck. I did it. I did it. I didn't mess it up. I usually mess it up big time. Okay, there we go. There's our card and our inside an envelope. All right, time to see what I'm gonna do week after. I'm mixing these up because I seem to get the same colors. All right, not looking. Oh, touches of texture. I love that set. All right, let me get a good color here. And Melon Mambo. Ooh, all right. Join me next week to see my touches of texture with Melon Mambo. Make sure you tell your friends so they come and join us. Lots of ideas for how to use stamp sets very easily to create great cards. Make sure you like my channel and share the video. Have a great day.